Hi, what's up? It's been a while since I've done a video. Dude, when I started, I was like, dude, I'm gonna do videos every day. And then, like I always do with hobbies and stuff, I got distracted and, I like commit to way too many things at once and I do too much. Fuck it. Anyway, I was walking around, kind of in the flow state, kind of just thinking, I was like, fuck it, I should tell a story from my life because that's something I've always wanted to do. I've had so much like insane bullshit happen to me, like, my friends, shit, like, my life has been like crazy as fuck. So fuck it, I'm just gonna get into it. This is my 100 gecs asexual rapist story. Um, I guess I'll start at the beginning of the night. So yeah, we had tickets to see 100 gecs. It was my friend's birthday. Um, we went to see them. They were really, really good. They played stuff off the new album, 10,000 Gex, whatever the fuck. But like, it hadn't even come out yet, so it was all new stuff. And I didn't realize because, like, after this night, which was just fucking insane, I like blocked it all out, and then like I forgot that I went to the concert because that's something that I do. I'm very my brain just blocks everything out. You know what I mean? And yeah, so like then like months later when the album came out, I like listened to the album. I was like, wow, this is so good. But as I'm listening, it's like everything came back, and I was like, wow, that was fucked up. So anyway, say the start of the night. I woke up like at like 5 p.m. I was like fucking so not with it, but my friend was over and I remember we got taco chips. I got taco chips from the place across the road from me and they were kind of fucking disgusting. And I was like, damn, I need to keep it together. So I think I started drinking. I was like, fuck it, let's go to this thing. And I remember like, being there and we ran into someone we knew and it was like kind of like it was fine. It was like one of those things. I remember the intro guy was like he was like this like he was an auto tune singer like like an R&B or something, but he was like bald and shirtless and wearing a kilt. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he killed it. He was great. So the concert was great. We came out outside afterwards. We were sitting there. We were like, yeah, that was good. And I'm kind of feeling my vibe because I'm like agoraphobic and I struggle a lot with being outside. But after the concert, like, had a few drinks here, like, fuck it, we'll hang out in Dublin City for a while. And we're staying at this place called Central Bank. It's like where kind of the emos and stuff used to hang out, but now it's like they kind of blocked it off for years and then brought it back. And this dude comes up to us, and we're talking. I think he asked for a smoke. And fucking, he's like, let's call him Spade. So Spade's this real weird guy. He seems like he's on MD or something, but he could also just be Polish and chill. I don't know. He says he's been out all day. Skinny little guy, not little, but like 5'7", blonde, whatever. And he's like, do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to come hang out or whatever? Like, do you want to go to like a club or whatever? Because we were gonna go somewhere anyway, and we were like, yeah, we were hanging out with another guy as well. So anyway, we went to this place, we went to this bar. It was like fucking, it was like, it was. I'm not gonna say it was indie, but like, you know what I mean. They had like fixtures, they had like flowers. It was very like blue and brown inside. They had a pool table, and I was just getting drinks. But while I was doing all that shit, my friends were off doing coke with some like random bitch that they met like at the place. She was wearing like a Testo uniform, and basically my one friend had gotten coke because it was my other friend's birthday, but then she ended up doing all of the coke with this bitch who worked at Tesco. And like, so I'm like, this is fucking weird as fuck. I'm like, I'm pretty drunk or whatever, so I'm like I don't smoke, but I do, you know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, let's go for a smoke. And then like at the fucking smoking area. I'm like smoking, I'm just chilling, I'm sitting outside, and this dude starts showing me this, like, he's like, do you like music? I'm like, yeah, I fucking like music. Who doesn't like fucking music? And he's like, do you want to see the video for a song? I'm like, sure, why the fuck not? Like, whatever, you're with us, I'll be chill. And this guy gets up this music video, fucking, and the music video is like this metal video, but it's like the video is all like a girl self-harmony. It's all like blood and shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cool or whatever. And he's like, he starts going on and on because he introduced it. By the way, I need to point this out. He introduced himself by saying, "Oh, I'm asexual," and talking about his asexuality at the start of the night. So we were like, this will be funny or whatever. But then this dude starts going on and on about his like self-harm fetish and shit. And like, keep in mind, he's been talking about being asexual for this, like, for so much of the night. And I'm like, yeah, that's real cool. And in my head, I'm thinking, huh, fucking, my friends have visible, like, self harm scars, like, when he came up to us. That's really weird. Okay. And fucking, yeah, the night goes on a bit more. And my friends are just getting, like, my one friend who went to do all of the coke with this bitch who worked at Tesco is, like, fucking zooted. Like, she is, like, fucking hard gone. We're like, dude, we need to go. Like, we need to do this or whatever. We need to get this bitch out because she is like fucking goldfish. Like, we had to carry her out of the fucking place and get into the taxi. But then this asexual dude, Mr. Spade or whatever, fucking comes like into the taxi with us. And there's another girl who they were also doing coke. I don't know. I was just kind of like doing my own thing. I like hanging out with my boyfriend or whatever. And yeah, so we got in the taxi home and they're like fucking going at it like proper like he's like really like going for like they're kissing, they're touching or whatever. But like I'm like this is fucking weird as fuck because this my friend is like gone. And then like we get out of the taxi and we're like we need to get rid of this guy. I'm talking to my one friend. We're like we need to get rid of this guy. And he starts trying to like fuck her like on the fucking like outside my house there's like a it's not a football pitch. I guess you would call it like a green or like a field. I don't know what the fuck you would call it, but he just starts trying to fuck her on this like place, and then like I'm like, me and my friend go into the house. We're like, I'm like, I need another drink. I need something. My friend who's also like done a bunch of coke is freaking out like Higurashi style, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? And like she's like, we need to do something, we need to do something. And I see him like, like proper trying to like fuck her outside. I just go and I just like grab the fucking like kitchen knife from my fucking from my fucking kitchen, and I like go outside and I remember I'm like running down the street and I'm like wearing a dress and I'm wearing Doc Martens and like I'm just like all my shit like is fucking coming out, like my dick comes out of my like pants. I like have to hold my pants up with one hand as I'm running down the road with a knife to like threaten this guy. And I get the knife and I'm like, get the fuck away from her, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, he's got like some fucking retarded fucking accent. He's like, I'm not trying anything. I'm not trying anything. And I'm like, you're trying to fuck her on the fucking ground. She's out of her mind. You need to get the fuck out of here. And he's like, I don't have anywhere to go. I can't go anywhere. And but by this time, I think my boyfriend comes, my other friend comes, and we're like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, just don't hate me. Just don't hate me. And I was, yeah, it was. And then it's like, oh, dude, it was crazy. Then we had to carry her back to the house. And then after that, my other friend like tripped out and like went to go lie down on the fucking train tracks. I woke up the next day and I was like, oh my goodness, dude, like what the fuck am I doing with my fucking life? And I kind of blocked it out until the album came out, and then I heard the album, and I was like, dude, this is good, but wait a minute. This reminds me of something. This reminds me of something crazy. And dude, like, I'm telling the story like it's funny, but it completely fucked me up. Like, I cried my eyes out for like 3 days afterwards. I pulled a knife on some guy. I'm not really that kind of person, but yeah, dude. So anyway, yeah. The moral of the story is, if you're outside 100 gecs and someone comes up to you and they say they're asexual, stay the fuck away, dude. That guy is a predator. Um, so yeah, that's my story. That's my first story. I don't know if I'm gonna do more. Yeah, everyone have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.